He's Bill Ryder, and he's Ryder than you.
The program Ryder than you, sometimes.
He's a fan.
I love sports so much.
He's in your face.
I will destroy those obnoxiously arrogant, clueless, tone-deaf superstars who are marginal players, good players, who made careers, who think they're Hall of Famers.
He's nice.
I promise, we're nice here.
He's humble.
I think I'm pretty good if you're on the show about admitting if I got it wrong.
Live from Los Angeles, here's Bill Ryder.
Hello, happy Tuesday. Bill Ryder with you. BillRyder.substack.com for the complete experience. Thank you for listening however you are. Spotify pods, Apple pods, over on Substack. I don't know. Maybe your name is Kevin and you're sitting in Germany and you're just playing it out loud. Now Jenny's listening. Who knows how we come into your world? We appreciate you. Thank you for hanging. Sorry it's been a minute. Heard from a few of you who let me know, hey, going through, I got a Bill Ryder withdrawal message today. And there was undertones of shock for all of us. And there's an old drop. There's an old recycled thing I said where basically I'm like, I'm a virus. And I get in there and you're like, I don't like this. Oh, where's Bill Ryder? Be careful. It happens. BillRyder.substack.com to catch it. Catch the bug. Catch the magic. We are good. So I'm gonna be old man on the lawn, okay? And just you can judge me here. This later in the show. The journalist in me listens in on people's conversations when I go out. Look, you're 3 feet away and you're arguing with your wife about how you hate each other or you hate somebody's dad or her mom. I'm listening. And so is my wife. And one of us, I won't say who, is Lori's writing down the dialogue so I can do it on a podcast later on a first date. First date yesterday in Manhattan Beach, a lot. But I just need to talk about what's appropriate to wear. I need to understand. Because it was a whole party. We're going to do that. We've got Tommy. I've got a buy or sell for the ages. I've also got a very difficult I got a pre-buy or sell question for Tom. We're going to do all of it. It's all happening. He's here. Let's see if his microphone works. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
Wow.
What's going on?
Wow. Look at that. Technology, man. So you have been somewhat demoted by the listeners as the hockey correspondent, or at least your authority has been challenged. But in your role, where they actually pay you at Sirius XM, where you're a big time producer, hotshot. You guys are rocking the March Madness. Was listening the other day. Was driving around. You guys are crushing the March Madness. You can be a March Madness correspondent here. Here is my thing on this, and I'd be curious your view. There are very, very few upsets this year. The Sweet 16 is pretty much chalk. You've got Texas as an 11 seed is the lowest seed to have advanced to this stage of the tournament, to the Sweet 16. Look, they're an 11 seed. Okay. It's Texas. I mean, they're always going to be. So it's not as if Dubuque, Iowa Community College, Northwestern Pacific, 12 made a run. Like some school you have to look up and go, High Point, right? Is not on the Sweet 16. Yeah. And the next one is Iowa at 9, which, by the way, I was screaming, let's go. And then I looked at my bracket. I'm like, I didn't take Iowa. Damn it.
Of course.
So Texas 11, Iowa's 9. Every other seed is a 5 or better, higher. I mean, but I've enjoyed the tournament, and it's been every year, right? Like I get the alert if I'm not watching it. You, out of muscle memory, text me. It's so funny you produce me more now that you're not producing me than when you did produce me.
That's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. And I run to the TV, and I don't know, man. Like I don't want this to be every year. If in 6 years this is the pattern, let's reevaluate. And I don't know what levers the NCAA can pull, if they can still pull any. I've loved the tournament.
I've enjoyed the tournament. I'm with you. It's been very chalky. We've had entertaining games with the better teams seemingly winning the overwhelming majority of the games. And I'm with you on, we don't have a Cinderella team right now. I don't care what athletic endeavor we're talking about. Texas is never a Cinderella. It's the University of Texas.
It's Iowa.
Yeah. Here's my thing though with pronouncing Cinderella's dead.
Okay.
I need a bigger sample size. Everyone wants to be quick to judge.
Yeah.
NILs killed the Cinderellas. We're never going to see 15 seed in the Elite Eight or a 12 seed in the Final Four. I'm not ready to say that yet. Like, it doesn't happen often for a reason. And I can't say just because the power conferences have more money than the mid-majors that we're never going to see that again. I think that's too quick a judgment. We don't have it this year. And I think the same, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think the same people who say they want to see the Cinderellas, they want to see the high points in the Elite Eight or in the Final Four. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you want to see High Point versus Arizona in the Final Four.
I mean, I kind of enjoy it, but Iowa felt like, I mean, that's a huge, took down a 1 seed. What Kansas going down to St. John's. Now, look, St. John's isn't a joke of a program, and Kansas isn't what it used to be. But I'm just so accustomed to Bill Self teams getting it done that felt like a good program taking down a blue blood, whatever the seeding was. I'm looking. I mean, there were some really, really good games. The Zags going down. They're a powerhouse who can't get over the hump at the various stages of the tournament. And
which, by the way, I don't consider Gonzaga a mid-major. Like, I know technically they are a mid-major, but yeah, exactly.
But they're not a superpower, right? I mean, they've made deep. They've made championship runs, but they haven't been able to win it. And so they're kind of like Lamar Jackson, maybe. I don't know what the right comp is. Like, I take them seriously, but I also know that they're going to disappoint their fans, right? Ultimately, we're not keeping score in the right of the new bracket challenge, other than the fact that, unfortunately, we're very much keeping score. So I'm gonna do here. There's 34. I am currently tied for 34th. I am last place in my damn bracket, Tom. Coming in, bringing it up the rear, just being bad at this is me. My mother is 33rd. Listener Bryce is 32. My buddy Jeff, not Jeff the lawyer, Jeff the sales guy. Jeff here in Manhattan Beach, 31. Brian Wensing is in first place. He's got Arkansas to win the whole thing. Brett Weidel, longtime loyal, awesome listener, Substack contributor, BillRutter.substack.com, in the sense he's part of that community, is in second. He's got Arizona. And tied for second, my dad has Michigan, Dave Ryder. Okay. And my brother Bobby's in town. Bobby's way at the bottom. My brother Bobby's in town and is talking some smack to my dad. And my dad basically responded with, you better get ready to be bum of the week, because the winner gets to choose bum of the week.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's coming.
I like it. Some writer on writer crime, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay. And you being almost in last place there, like,
pretty funny.
I think that's you just being a good guy for the show. Like let the listeners win this thing. As the host.
Did you not fill yours out?
I'm somewhere in there.
Are you? How you doing? I can't find your name.
I have my other bracket pulled up at the moment. I'm probably not doing so hot. I'm not doing. I filled the same bracket out in multiple, and I'm not doing good in any of them. So I'm probably somewhere.
Are you on the last place page? I thought I looked at all the last placers. Let's look.
Probably. I have all my Final Four teams, but
I don't think you did it. I don't think you did this bracket, unless I'm just. By the way, yesterday, I gotta make all the kids food because my brother and his 3 kids are in town, and I was so mad at Lori because she was supposed to get she was supposed to get eggs and milk. She went to work, right? She has a job, and I rage texted her. Where's the milk and the eggs you were supposed to buy? Imply you lazy good for nothing. And then I told the kids, Aunt Lori messed up. There's no food. And 40 minutes later, she wrote back I got eggs, and I opened the fridge, and they were hiding right in front of my face, not hiding at all. Just couldn't see them.
Sadly, yeah. I've done that.
That was me. I'm the bad guy.
Lori was falsely accused.
False accused. My nephew and niece were kindly with their eyes saying, "You're a moron, Uncle Bill." Yeah, you should see my bracket. You should see my bracket. Did you put some secret name on here? You're not even on here.
No, it just should be my name.
You didn't fill it out. If you didn't fill it out, you're bum of the week for sure. I was like, you're a lock. You're a lock. Let's see here, Tom. I mean, you're not Tom Wazzle. That's somebody else, right?
Correct. That is not me.
You find this and you prove to me you're in here. I mean, because I could be pulling what I pull with the eggs, which is why I brought it up.
Sure.
You'd be just like, they're right there at number 9 or something. Just D-cell. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that guy you like is tied for 4th. Craig is tied for 4th. All right, let's redo it. Who's going to win the whole thing? Correct answer, Iowa.
I'm just going to stick with Arizona.
Yeah, I like it. I have Duke. So I'm in good shape, though, because I have the fewest number of possible points in the tournament, and there's 11 people that have Duke ahead of me. So I'm a great spot.
crushing it.
Everything's happening. Whatever. You don't think you know me, dude?
I will say this about the tournament. I
Talk
do
me.
think that expansion, while I don't think Cinderellas are officially dead, I do think expansion to 76 teams would hurt the product of the tournament. I do think that creates a lot more watered down games that we don't have interest in.
I definitely need to see a bigger sample size, and I dismissed this idea in the last 2 weeks on the show. So I very well may be wrong, because I suppose that one problem you have, and one reality you have, is that, let's say that High Point, there aren't many examples to pull from in this tournament. Let's say High Point had beaten Arkansas and made a run, and they're the belle of the ball, and they make the Elite Eight or whatever. There's going to be a player or two in a High Point that makes a run that's going to be awesome. And in years past, if they're not graduating, obviously, they would come back to High Point, and that coach would get the job somewhere. Like every year somebody makes a run, and then that coach gets the job, but the players have to stay. Well, it's obviously not like that anymore. Now the players can leave, and so I do understand where it creates a scenario in that if you have a team that is an underdog or underappreciated, the March Madness and a deep run is going to, in effect, advertise the players that bigger programs should come and steal from you. There's never going to, maybe there isn't another Butler when they made back-to-back national championships, and they lost to Duke both times, right? When Brad Stevens was I was at those games. Gordon Hayward's a ball sort of.
Almost.
You believe in alternate universes. You bring up a lot in the show. I want to lean into that. Some alternate universe, Butler won that thing,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you make a good point there. We've had entertaining games on the court, but we haven't really had, and maybe it's still too early. Maybe I'm not being fair, but we haven't had the storylines in the sense of getting to know a coach or players yet.
Yeah.
That we can really sink our teeth into, and like a player that we didn't know before the tournament started, and to be like, okay, like I'm going to follow this guy as long as his team is in it. We don't really have those storylines yet.
The old notion that if you just took 2 12s or 3, it was going to be a lock is not only over. I mean, Akron got destroyed. I mean, it's just, there isn't, but it's one tournament. Maybe next year it'll be bracket busting left and right. And I will have a great revenge tour after I clearly finish last in my own guy. Man,
anything's possible.
It's a rough one. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do a little fake break. You love fake breaks. You are a fake break. Is it your favorite part of the show? True or false?
I'm a fake break guy.
I'm gonna put Tom on the spot after this fake break. Yeah, get ready.
He's Bill Ryder, and he's always right. It's Ryder than you.
Always right. Recognize. All right, you ready for this? We're gonna do buy or sell in a few minutes, but I want to do a pre-buy or sell. You know what a trailer is, right?
Because of you, yes, I do.
You know what a trailer is?
Yes.
Buy or sell, you, Tom DeCelestino, who has worked with these gentlemen, would like to dive into the Brandon Tierney, Greg Giannotti, hoopla drama, stress magic.
If that's where you want to go, that's where we can go.
Okay.
Bye.
Is BT a bad teammate?
No. In my experience, he is not a bad teammate. I worked with Brandon for 3 years, maybe a little bit more than 3 years. Never had an experience of him being a bad teammate.
This boomeranged on me because I did have a bad experience with that. Hopefully nobody clips this.
Okay.
I'll be like, look, I know people. Brandon was promoting a show that was on the time that I was on, and I found it extremely obnoxious on his own air. Like, when you get done here, you should turn this off and go over to this other place. And I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. I think it was good teammate stuff.
Okay. I get that. I can see that.
But more to the point, man, you're like an investigative reporter. You pulled that out of me. Didn't even think I was going to be able to. Was going to share that.
I have never worked with Gio. I've never worked directly.
I don't know him from Adam. Yeah. His coworker on former coworker crime is amazing and fascinating. And Gio called our former boss, a guy named Ryan Hurley, who I don't know very well. We didn't really talk very much, but he's the program director. He called him Marshmallow.
I heard that as well.
Marshmallow speed bump. All right.
I heard that as well.
I am extremely excited about opening day for baseball. Some of that is because we drafted Reed Forgrave and I drafted our fantasy baseball team.
Are you still bossing him around with his fantasy baseball team?
I am in charge and I assign him duties. and he executes them.
Why does he agree to do this every year?
Why are you on this podcast? We don't know. We don't know
That's a great
dark
question.
charm, the dark magic of the writers. Oh, by the way, I think I'm going to have my brother Bob on the pod tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, a double writer pod. Well, that could go a lot of directions. That could go a lot of directions. Dude, and again, we've talked about this. Obviously, I don't have a full-time job. I don't have a full-time job. I'm unemployed, man. I'm chilling all the time. I don't have a job. And it's been really interesting for me, and I've discussed this, to start watching sports now without a requirement to watch sports. And I'm really excited to watch this baseball season. I'm really excited to watch the Cubs. I've talked about the fact that I'm really excited to watch the Dodgers because I'm here. My son is really into that team, and they're interesting. Weirdly, so the Dodgers are playing the Angels right now before the games count tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's opening day with Yankees Giants.
With one game, and it's at night Eastern time. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to watch
it. It's in San Francisco, right? Isn't it in San Francisco?
Yeah, so it's 5 o'clock local, 5 p.m. local. It feels weird. I'll be watching it. I don't know how into it I'll be, but I'll be watching it. It's just like, that's not the way to do opening day.
And why Dodgers Diamondbacks? I believe that's the opener on NBC, which I'm actually interested in watching NBC go back to baseball on Thursday. Okay, here's my thing. I'm going to give you my so now that I'm locked back in, can we please do away with interleague play? I understand there's always going to be interleague games. I guess that's the way the schedule works. Yankees Giants, I don't need that game on opening night. Why not do Yankees Red Sox? What are you doing? Give me Dodgers Padres. Give me Cubs Cardinals. Yankees, there's no geographical connection. One's in the American League, one's in the National League. I want to eliminate interleague play. I want to go back to just National League plays National League, American League plays American League. Make the All-Star game more interesting. It would make what are the counter arguments to that? Like, nobody cares if the Cubs play the White Sox. No one cares in Chicago. Series doesn't matter.
Really?
I mean, I'm going to go on a limb and say, as a Cubs fan, back when the White Sox resembled a Double-A team, maybe, but since they're basically they are the Savannah Bananas, minus producing like media talent. No, not interested in the White Sox. Like, what is lost? Who are the Yankees? I guess Yankees Mets is probably a pretty big deal.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's a bigger deal to the fans than the actual outcome for the teams. Like, I can get on board with you. I don't think I hate interleague play as much as you do, but I certainly don't love it. I don't have a strong affinity for it.
If you eliminate interleague play, it just creates the opportunity for more games against actual teams that are going to impact whether you make the playoffs or not. And now that the playoffs are expanded from when the last time, when interleague play didn't exist, there were fewer teams making the playoffs. And so the Cubs don't just have to play the Cardinals for that to be interesting. Now the Cubs playing the Padres a couple extra times can be interesting if they're both competing for one of those last slots to get in.
Sure.
Yeah, interleague play is stupid.
That's part of the reason why we've lost some of these rivalries. I mean, maybe that's part of the reason why Yankees Red Sox isn't what it used to be, why Cubs Cardinals isn't what it used to be.
So the more that you go at each other in meaningful games, and the more that you just go at each other, the more you start to hate each other. Like take I'm just trying to think of a colleague, David Shepard, the Sheep, back in the David Shepard. He's your colleague at Sirius XM. David and I could take a subway ride together from I don't know, Midtown to Soho, back when that's where the station was, and that could be pleasant. Hey man, good to see you. We could take a train ride from Boston to New York. There's a chance we're going to get on each other's nerves. If we're sitting next to on a flight from LA to New York, I may not be able to stand the guy. And if I have to spend 4 weeks in Europe with him, we're probably going to hate each other, or there's a higher percentage. The more time you spend time around people that you're forced to, the more likely that you're going to loathe each other. And I'm using this example because he's a great guy. But so like,
I love this analogy, by the way.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. No, I love it. It works.
Welcome back to Writer Than You.
Buttons. They're so hard, Tommy. They're so difficult to push.
I've never heard it like presented like I love that analogy because it's absolutely right.
Build some. So this is an old pet peeve of mine. This is like, I'm definitely like getting off my lawn, I guess, mode today. It pisses me off that guys don't throw at each other anymore. Like, I want pitchers to hit batters with 98 mile per hour fastballs. people get hurt. Yeah, man, people get hurt in football. People get hurt in sports all the time. And I don't want people to hurt each other, but I want hitters to be able to, or pitchers to be able to command the inside part of the plate. I want there to be more of a chess match that goes on between pitcher and hitter. I mean, this is way back in the day, but once they started letting Barry Bonds and guys like that basically wear armor, like they're Avengers, and just lean into the ball, and then just took away the inside part of the plate, it really limits what pitchers can do. You have to have absolutely electric stuff to strike guys out the way that you used to be able to do with lesser stuff. Greg, I'm not sure how Greg Maddux would operate. I mean, Greg Maddux was amazing, but he had to paint corners and throw guys off balance, and they have to be worried about the inside part of the plate. Now, if you go and you hit a guy in an accident, it's like, how dare you? You have insulted the honor of every descendant I've ever had by your changeup hitting me in the shoulder, even though I'm wearing armor. And so one solution, I mean, that's a rule solution, but one solution is just for these guys to hate each other, for the Cubs and the Cardinals to just play each other so many times that they're like, I don't care. I'm like, this guy's on the inside part of the plate, and I hate him anyway, and I'm going to go in there, and I hope I hit him in the shoulder. BT versus Giannotti, right? Like, throw on the inside part of the plate. I don't know who's the good guy in that scenario. Throw on the inside of the plate.
Picking up what you're putting down.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That part of baseball seems to be lost, and that part of baseball I don't think is ever coming back.
When I was in high school and college, you're going to make fun of me. Are you ready for me to be weird? Can you just be nice? Can you just be nice? You know what? Let me just get over here real quick with where the buttons are. Okay? My favorite thing to do in high school was to get a huge bag. I worked at Walmart in the food section. So a huge bag of animal crackers. We're talking the size of a small dog, and just the biggest glass of milk you've ever seen, and sit on my couch and watch the Cubs play and eat animal crackers and drink milk. You can say it.
You told me to be nice. I'm not going to judge you.
Don't be nice.
I mean, that's pretty weird, dude.
Who doesn't like animal crackers?
I like animal crackers.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. I love animal. I'm not sitting down with a giant container of animal crackers and a cold glass of milk and watching some 17. Baseball.
I can eat anything. I go through that bag too. But I enjoyed the ritual of watching a baseball game for the sake of it. Like I look forward to the milk and the animal crackers and the Cubs. You know,
like they don't sell animal crackers at Wrigley Fields. Like that's not a thing.
No, that was my thing. No, I was at Walmart. So when you're at Walmart, like me, my parents made me work a lot. I'm like putting the stuff away, and like I don't know, I just get fixated on like. Oh, and the animal crackers would just sell. Like, who's buying the giant bag of animal crackers the size of a small dog or a medium dog? And then it turned out it was me. It got in my like, oh, I guess I could try it.
There's so many levels to this, and animal crackers don't. While animal crackers are great and milk is great, they don't go together.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, we wash it down. Like yeah.
You don't dunk the animal crackers.
No. I mean like 9 or 10 animal crackers. I'm like, well, I'm getting a little dry. It's like Where's the cold milk?
You're a weird dude.
You're not going to drink soda. We called it pop in Iowa, which I don't do anymore. We're not going to drink pop with animal. That's gross. I was 17. I was everything I was drinking was appropriate. Not pulling out a Budweiser and as a junior in high school.
Animal crackers in baseball, no. Animal crackers in milk, no. Like it's just
they're both yeses. The point is, I enjoyed the ritual of watching the games. And I don't know how I get on this tangent. I'm excited to go. I don't think it'll be an animal cracker thing, but I'm excited to just have the time to just watch baseball games.
I don't disagree. And usually, as we pointed out a few weeks ago, as you pointed out, normally this is where you can catch some baseball games during the day, even if you're just watching on TV. That seems to be not as much as it used to be anymore, especially in the early stages of the season.
I mean, this is how old I am, but before Wrigley put the lights in, it was all day game. They couldn't play at night. It was the greatest thing, even though it was stupid from a financial perspective on the face of the earth. Here's how you know that I'm into baseball. But I'm not just saying this for the podcast and for the animal crackers. Yesterday, I paid a monthly fee, right, to get all the Cubs games, and because of the way that it works here, to get all the Dodgers games. So I was sitting around, and I'm like, okay, opening day's in a couple days. How committed am I? And I'm committed. I did do it month to month. But I think it's like $50. It's not nothing for someone who doesn't have any money, which is fine. Right? So I'm really excited. I haven't been this excited about baseball in years. I just haven't been. I can't wait.
So you saying that you got, subscriptions for the Cubs and the Dodgers to watch their games. It actually reminds me, I don't know the national landscape in terms of streaming services. I know Netflix has some baseball games this year.
And NBC.
Yeah.
Peacock.
I don't know what's where, though, in terms of...
Amazon still has games, right? Did you say that?
And didn't Apple Plus, didn't they have baseball games too?
I have all of these because, and you should check this out if you ever start listening to the podcast and maybe paying for it. I do a TV show podcast. Oh, my God, I'm watching a new TV show. And it's a cartoon. And it's super dark.
I don't do cartoons.
Invincible. It's amazing.
What's it about?
It's a superhero thing. But basically, it starts off, and it's like all the characters are still like Omni-Man is Superman, and Darkwing is Batman, and there's a fish, but he should just be Aquaman, but he's a fish, but he can talk. That's cool. He can come on the land and do his, I'm a fish, and I spray water at people. I'm not sure what that is, a superpower, whatever. And there's a kid, and he's Omni-Man's son, and I'm watching the first episode, and because it's everywhere on the sort of, if you follow pop culture and TV on the algorithm, I see it constantly. All these voices are in it, like all these famous people voice stuff. John Hamm's all these guys are voice characters. It was good. Like 40 minutes, first episode. I liked it. And then the end of the first thing, it went from being, this is a cool little girl, to Stephen King meets the terror. I don't know. It got real dark real fast. It's the kind of thing where I would have been pissed off if I'd been watching it with my son, Henry, who's 13, who, by the way, in fairness, is 13 years old. Just walked in here. You can't walk in the podcast. Love you, dude. I'm 6 today. Love you, pal. Can't. Love you. Don't. I'd be like,
what's up, Henry?
Hey, what's up, pal? What's up? You know what? First timer's beat. Hold on. Don't worry. Show's done over. Don't worry. Don't go. Don't leave. It's so dark, dude. It's so dark. Okay, really quickly, we're jumping around. I gotta tell you about this date. People,
okay.
Right, so I'm
going to preface it.
Yeah.
There's nobody more awkward than me on dates. You get nervous, start saying things that aren't even like coherent sentences, and you just start rambling.
I want you to remember that point. Okay. So my brother Bobby's in town, and it's his birthday today. Actually, happy birthday, Bobby! And
happy birthday.
His wonderful wife Ellie and Lori and I, and they're close to my age, but they had a William. They did name him after me. You did too. You don't admit it. He admits it. Anyway, so they have a 1.5-year-old. So that's a lot of party, right? My daughter Madeline's like, I'm gonna watch the baby, and the cousins are gonna hang out because Maddie's almost 17, and which is absolutely insane. And you guys going to dinner. So we went to a place called Fishing with Dynamite. It's the place one of our listeners, and I think I did it on the air. His wife was in Orange County and was looking for a seafood place, and I tried to get her to go there, but small, tiny little place, seafood, awesome. Awesome place. So, but it's hard to get, you have to book it, 4 or 5 days in advance, you can get a table, but you can't walk in. So every table's taken. We walk in, we sit down in the corner, and there's a 2-seater right next to us. I'm like, that's interesting, not usually open. And a guy comes in, looks 35, good looking dude, good head of hair, like strong sweater game. And he looks so nervous. Okay. I do that. I observe I'm just the journalist in me. And oh my God, that's a first date. I'm just going to speak. I am a descriptor. Remember the mailbag show where I said I'm a mailman? I'm just delivering things. I'm not making he sits there by himself for like 10 minutes. And I'm not going to interrupt Bob and Ellie and Lori. We're all having a great conversation. So I'm just kind of out of the corner of my eye. His date walks in. She's very pretty. How do I say this? She was wearing an outfit that, I don't know. I've been married for 20 years, but it struck me as lingerie, maybe as a top, not a. And
not a lot there is what you're saying.
Not a lot of clothes there.
Okay.
I don't want to come up, but even my wife was bringing it up. So I'm just, she had some features that some considered attractive, and then she couldn't get, so everyone's kind of like in the place, like looking at her, like, what do you like? There's some adjusting going on, and and I'm like, okay, I'm just eye contact with my brother the whole time, right? And then I'm listening. There's the most awkward thing ever. It's awkward and it's weird. He starts sweating, but she's into it. She's leaning in and laughing, and finally my wife texts the group something like, or maybe Ellie, I don't like. Is she gonna stop adjusting her whatever she's wearing? So then we're like all texting each, like, is that an appropriate outfit? Okay. but I guess it is. I'm just gonna read you. So now we're all sort of half listening. It starts to get awkward over next door, right? And they're eating the food and all the stuff. And she leans in.
Oh no.
And she goes, "So, tell me what you're." But Lori wrote this down. Tell me what you're feeling. And I'm like, so I got pretty good at like not looking, but just like, but listening. And he like kind of looks at her, right? I kind of look at her from my eye, and I can see through the window. And he goes, "I'm full." And there's this pause, and she goes, "That makes things a lot less exciting." And then there's just silence.
Yeah,
that's my story. Then I missed this, but the group, we were a team, and saw. I guess like she put her hand, she crossed the halfway point, and he picked it up and awkwardly kissed it, and then kind of put it back down. I'm so glad I'm not dating. I'm so glad I'm married. Well, it looks rough out there, man.
She was into it. She was into it.
He seemed like a nice enough guy, right? As I could tell. Just awkward though.
You know what? I shouldn't even laugh because I'd be a million times. You know how awkward I was dating? I don't know why my wife is with me. Like, I have no idea.
We were all surprised when it.
Yeah,
no, just kidding.
It makes no sense.
Dating's hard though, man.
It is. I used to get so nervous. So nervous.
The thing is, wear whatever you want, and but I did ask the group, like, is that an appropriate? Is that just what people wear now? I said, "Dad," and their response was, "I don't know."
All right, so it wasn't just a hot day in LA where you're not wearing a lot.
That's the thing. It was cold out. It was a little chill. It gets chilly at night. I wanted to turn to the guy and be like, "Hey, man, maybe you should give her your sweater." Oh, then the table next door. We're just going down a rabbit hole. There was like two old couples. And some old guy in a Hawaii shirt, and he was missing buttons, right? So it's like, hey, man, you're like after the age of 62, I think the buttons are there for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? He starts hitting on the young girl. It was a weird little vibe.
With his wife right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the view.
Was he going taco meat?
Yeah. Well, he didn't I don't think he didn't have there was no Magnum PI there. It was just
okay.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Taco meat. What a great hold on. What a great expression. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's hard out there, man. Dating's hard, and then I don't know what happens when you get to be an older guy who just doesn't do the top 3 buttons.
Right.
I don't know why you feel like you can just hit on whatever female you want.
They got in and out of their fat. The couple, the young couple, like we.
Yeah. So do we think there's gonna be a date number 2?
So hard to read. I think that she was really interested and excited about the entire thing. And he wanted to be able to sort of have a date too, and was just unable to stop tripping over his own feet and fall on his face. So I don't know.
Couldn't get out of
his
his
own way.
And
the thing is, and I'm not, look, you can dress whatever you want. And she was a beautiful woman, and she's very attractive. And the way that she was dressed was certainly conducive to sort of her particular look. I mean, he was already nervous when she showed up. I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's. And I think he was just like, girl. You ever seen that girl? Poor guy.
He didn't know what to do. It was
he didn't know
a
what
lot
to
for
do.
him. Yeah. It's funny.
Don't
I'm
grab
glad
her
I'm not
hand.
dating.
Tell me what you're feeling. I'm full. No, man. Abort. That's when the old guy's like, I'm in. One less button. It's like something about Mary. I'm here. All right. Oh, true love, huh? It's out there. It's out there. Fake break. We'll be right back. And if you're listening and you know what happened to that couple, please tell me.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening. It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
Oh yeah, you know what I've learned to do? I write down the fake break time so that I don't screw up the.
Makes it easier later. Yeah.
Right. Learn it. Did you do all this stuff when you produced me?
I did. I didn't do it well, but I tried.
You were a character, by the way. You were a character as a producer.
I'm a producer. I don't want to produce anything.
What side will Bill take on the biggest issues in the world of sports? It's time for today's edition of Buy or Sell on Writer Than You.
The best part of having control of everything, which I thought I did when I was the host of my own show, but is...
It's time for No Context Buy or Sell.
All right, Bill, let's start it off today with one of your favorite guys in sports. Buy or sell that you're shocked, stunned, and utterly dumbfounded that Aaron Rodgers has not decided if he'll be a Pittsburgh Steeler next season.
Sell.
Yeah, this guy's the worst. Have you seen that Mike McCarthy now is basically begging through the media for him to be the QB? I mean, a reunion would be pretty cool. I knew him when he was 22. I knew him when he was 40. Mike McCarthy is the guy that was at the restaurant last night. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to look. He doesn't know what to say. The draft is, when is the draft? April 23rd?
Yeah, we're about four and a half weeks away.
I would imagine the Steelers would like to know what their focus should be. I mean, you've got another backup quarterback just got signed with the Falcons. Now they got 3. People are making moves. Anyway. Just retire or don't. Buy or sell, you believe he's retiring.
Sell.
Yeah.
Sell.
He's doing what he always does.
Yeah, he's playing football. And I don't know. I would love to sit here and tell you I think the Steelers would have been better off signing a Malik Willis or a Tua. I don't know that that's true. Aaron Rodgers is still probably above both of those guys, but
I don't know.
It's to the point where, like, you could consider it. Like, should they have signed Tua? Maybe. Should they have gone after Malik Willis? Maybe.
I mean, Malik Willis, you can. There's more uncertainty, so there's more upside, there's more downside. You don't know, right? And so I don't think the Steelers are willing to take that. They're not going to take chances, especially the season after Tomlin goes away. They're a very steady as she goes organization. Tua, you've seen enough to know it's probably not going to work. You're convinced that Aaron Rodgers will be a better quarterback this next year than Tua. I think that's right. I'm not sure I'm overly convinced.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's 100%. I think it's better than 50%, though, that he's better than Tua.
By the way, if memory serves, and you correct me, Tommy, if I'm wrong, the Vikings got Kyler Murray for a year. Right? It's like they both get to sort of like an opportunity. Vikings get a chance to push their young quarterback and probably start Murray and see if it works, and Murray gets a chance to show the NFL he's worth a bunch of money again. Why couldn't the Steelers have done that?
I don't disagree. Let's keep things with football, kind of, sort of. Buy or sell, you're excited to watch flag football in the 2028 Olympics out by you in L.A.
Yeah, it's debut. Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson are interested. Tom Brady's in the...
Sell.
No! Flag football? Like, kind of flag football stories coming at me? Left and right, like some kind of awkward first date? I reserve the right to be 100% wrong. Maybe it'll be awesome. Do you care? I don't care. Flag football? I watch real football.
I don't even care 1% about this. It won't be on my radar. Yeah. That's why like even if we exclude flag football, there's too many Olympic sports now. Whether it's the summer games, the winter games, putting flag, it's ridiculous.
The death knell for me of my interest in flag football is the fact that some real world-class quarterbacks went out and competed against flag football guys, and the flag football guys destroyed them. That doesn't... You're not giving me you're not saying what you think you are, Flag Football Association. You think you're like, we showed we're real. No, you showed your sport is stupid. If Joe Burrow's not good at this, it's not real football.
Right. It's a manipulation of football. It's not actual football.
Yeah. If I can compete at this, it's not okay. I was a great three-man touch football player, by the way.
I don't doubt it.
There you go.
Speaking of competing, buy or sell, you're excited to see Tiger Woods golf tonight.
So he's going to come back to some weird team thing. I don't really understand it. It's not. So you know that I'm a huge Tiger guy, and I hate watching broken Tiger Woods, right?
Bye.
Yep. I'm actually excited. Here's why. My brother put this idea in my head. I'd be curious what listener Kevin thinks. Founding member Kevin, when he listens. My brother pointed out that in, I don't know, is it 18 months? Tiger's going to be able to go on the senior tour, and they can use the senior PGA. and they can use golf carts. Because his issue, as I understand it, Tiger is his body can't take the wear and tear of walking. It's swinging the golf club. I think I actually weirdly am thrilled about the idea, and maybe it won't come to fruition, but the notion, I think he will, that Tiger will dominate the senior tour. And maybe this will offend people. It's kind of like Caitlin Clark playing in the WNBA. I didn't watch the WNBA, but I love Caitlin Clark. Tiger starts dominating, I'll probably realize there's a lot of really good golfers on the senior tour. But I have to have a reason for me personally to go watch it. So I'm excited for Tiger to golf just because I was reminded by my brother Bob that there is this opportunity for Tiger to maybe win golf tournaments and be excited and love the game again. And I can sort of experience that when he's old enough to qualify for that tour.
I think as I've gotten older, I've become a Tiger fanboy to the point where I just want to see him compete in anything because I know, and maybe I was too young at the height of his powers. I did not appreciate Tiger when he was Tiger. I wasn't anti-Tiger, but I don't know if I wasn't enough of a golf fan or if I was just too young. I was never all in on when he was winning.
Oh, I was
major after major. I was never. So now I'm grasping at anything just to watch Tiger because I want to watch it while he can still do it at any level. But I want to see him play anything.
My brother is a very good golfer, and he was a number one golfer at his high school. Like, the guy can golf. And he was into it early enough that when I was in Dubuque, I was a high school kid. Bobby drove down or over to the John Deere Classic. This is in 1994, maybe 95. I don't know. And Tiger was competing. So Bob leaves the house. Cool, whatever. I don't know where Bob is. I'm doing. I'm probably eating animal cookies and got milk, right? I don't know what I'm up to. And I switched over to the John Deere Classic. I'll never forget this. And Tiger, I'm left-handed. I can't do it right. But Tiger lines up. Ready. I guess if I swing ready, about to swing, and you hear this voice come across. Only I know the voice. You're the man, Tiger! It's my brother. And Tiger gave that guy, looks and mean mug. Shut up. I'm like, oh, it's Bobby.
Bobby versus Tiger.
Distracting Tiger on hole 5, day 2 of the John Deere Classic.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So do you want to see Tiger in the Masters again?
So my answer was going to be no, but I think
I
always bring this up all the time. Tom Watson, at 59, I think it was, should have won the Open Championship, which we erroneously call the British Open. This is a long time ago. And I think he had a 2-stroke lead and doubled 18, and then lost in a playoff. And he was wild. I mean, he was long since he was just out there as old Tom Watson earned this Tom Watson bait, right? Tom Watson. And it just showed me that these levels of greatness these golfers have can occasionally there can be a spark that comes up. And so I want to see Tiger out there on the 1 in 50, maybe it's 1 in 200 chance that on Sunday Tiger will be within 3 strokes. Right. And whatever happens, I'll feel that sense of, oh my God, Tiger Woods again. Knowing that more likely outcome is something harder to watch.
Right. Bill, speaking of disappointment, let's get to your Cubbies. Buy or sell Chicago, doling out millions of dollars for Pete Crow Armstrong.
So last year was his first year, full year in the major. You know what?
Buy.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean into optimism. I'm a little worried that it's gonna go south because of the Cubs. How old is he? 24?
20, I think 23, about to be 24.
Okay. I mean, he's an amazing athlete. I also kind of like that he took shots at the Dodgers recently because he's from here. Okay, he's all in as a Cub, right? He's all in as a Cub. Yeah. I like it, but it makes me extremely nervous.
I'm going to sound like get off my lawn guy, and I know there's new analytics and new statistics that younger baseball fans look to more so than the numbers I'm about to give you. It's like a season and a half. It's a small sample size. Like you said, he's 23. He's a very good athlete. He's a career 240 hitter with a career 285 on base percentage. Yeah. 285.
He's like a Gold Glove defensive center fielder.
Right.
That's awesome. So is Doug DeCenzo. Like, I just maybe split on the money a little bit. Buy or sell, you even know who Doug DeCenzo is.
I'm going to sell that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Other than he's a Cub and he's like 5'8", who really probably 5'4".
Short
so
guys
I was
unite.
growing up. Yeah, like let's go, short guys.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
All right. Team short guys.
Let's see if you're for this team, Bill. Buy or sell the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh yeah,
Sell.
This is just an I told you so little question right here. Cam Thomas, someone they brought in about 38 seconds ago. They've now cut.
Yes. What the hell happened there?
What do you do? Yeah. Never Doc Rivers' fault though, huh? It's never Doc. No, everything Doc turns to crap. What's the opposite of King Midas? Prince Poop?
You need to clip that and put that in your soundboard.
Everything Doc Rivers touches turns to poop. But I was the jerk. I was the a-hole for writing a few years ago when he came in with a colossal mistake. And you're a hater, you're a hot take artist. Okay, maybe, or maybe I just know how to add. Doc plus Rivers equals failure. Here it comes. It's 1 + 1 = 2. It's not hard. Do the math yourself. Well, all the NBA writers say he's great. Okay, man. Can't help you.
Prince Poop.
Prince Poop. Prince Poop.
All right, Bill, staying in the NBA here. Buy or sell Daryl Morey is feeling good about his job performance.
That's a really good question. I like Daryl a lot. I've had dinner with Daryl. Daryl's my guy. He sucks right now. He feels bad. Traded Jared McCain, who, as you know, was going to be the rookie of the year last year until he got hurt. Can I just read you? These are from Zach. Oh, no. Zach from well, he works at your place. What's his name? Zach from
Harper?
Athletic. Thank you. Sorry, Zach. Zach's not a subscriber. Call Zach and call him Zach, whatever I want, but I like Zach. Zach Harper. Here are the splits for Jared McCain. 24-25. 25 minutes a game. 46%, 38%, 87.5%. 59% true shooting. 25-26 for Philly. So this start of this year, he struggled. 37 games, 17 minutes, 38%, 37%, 88%, 50.6 true shooting percentage. This year, 20 games in Oklahoma City, so he got traded. 20 minutes, 47%, 44% from three, 86% for free throw line, 62% true shooting. So he's gone from being a rookie of the year level guy last year to a poor player in Philadelphia this year. By the way, he had a thumb injury. He's trying to work his way back to, in his limited minutes, because the Thunder are really good, an elite level scorer and elitely efficient. Daryl Morey traded the best team on earth, a guy that would be a building block for any other team, including, checks notes, the Sixers. What are you doing? Daryl, what are you doing? And even had the audacity to say we're selling high, which is the way of saying this guy sucks and we tricked the Thunder. Don't. Two rules. If a very lovely lady says to you, what are you thinking? Don't go, I'm full. And don't take Sam Presti's phone call if you're an NBA GM.
I mean, in fairness, maybe.
Hey, it's Sam. Click. You hang up. You block his phone. You used to block it. Don't deal with Sam Presti. Sam Abracadabra Presto Presti, because the guy pulls magic out of his freaking head every time.
All right, Bill, one last one staying in the NBA here. Buy or sell, you're worried about the state of the NBA.
So I'm going to give you my take, and I'm going to ask you, because I very, very, very honestly, I've been following the Lakers, right? I've been following the Knicks. I'm kind of interested in those teams. I have really disengaged from the NBA since I left CBS Sports. Left is a great use of the English language. Since I left CBS Sports last June. It's been a long time now. And I've enjoyed just not having to do it, right? I've enjoyed it. And this question is predicated, I'm sure, on part on Shams broke the news, I think yesterday. that the cap has gone down. Basically, the revenue for the NBA has gone down by basically $1 million. And so that is how they, BRI, basketball related income, it impacts how much people make. The first time in a long time that revenue's gone down. It's gone down slightly, but it's stagnant. And they cite local media rights and local sort of media consumption. That's not, and there are some issues with the, what do they call it? RSNs, regional sports networks. And there are some people who are like, oh, IBA's done. There are some nuances here. And one of them is that the model for local sports, not just NBA, by the way. Like baseball's going to have this issue. Hockey's going to have this issue. NFL doesn't have this issue, right? Because it's a national sport, even though there's blackouts, there's fewer games. But yeah, I'm a little worried. That's not great. They created parity, and the Thunder are somehow too good. And I like the Thunder, but I don't think it's great for the sport if the Thunder win 7 of the next 8, or competing for the next 6 the way that the Warriors did and LeBron's teams did. I think baseball has made a huge push. I think soccer is making a run. I am mildly worried about the state of the NBA. All that said, Tommy, you do this in a more impartial way, right? You weren't an expert and you weren't forced to watch it for 7. And I love the NBA. I just taking a break, right? How about you? Where's your head on this?
So I'm in agreement with you, but I'm going to put a little different spin on it. And you can tell me whether I'm totally off base with this or not, but this is where my head's at right now. I'm worried, and I'm worried from the standpoint, I think it was maybe 10 days ago, maybe a week ago, where Shams reported that the NBA is going to, later this month, vote on whether they're going to be in favor of expansion to Vegas and Seattle.
They're going to do it.
And if that's where your head is at, and everything that you just highlighted is going on also at the same time, if you're going through a little bit of a, I don't know, air quotes, regression, and the cap is going down, and you're not making as much money, and the RSNs are struggling, and your head is at, we want to expand, that tells me you're not thinking about the right things. To me, maybe I'm totally
no, it's a great point. And the reason is because the expansion cost would be $7 to $10 billion per team. So let's call that $18 billion. Let's sort of split the difference for 2 teams, right? That's $18 billion that is split by the 30 teams. I mean, they are going to expand because it's going to be massive amounts of money for every single team. And by the way, I don't think you'll get higher than 10 billion, but you could if there's a bidding war, if that undervalues the prices. I mean, you could get to the point where you're talking an infusion of $800-700 million in wealth per owner per team. Most of these teams didn't even spend that much money on their team originally, and so that's just massive. It's a windfall. They're going to do it, and it's not in the best interest of the sport. It's in the best interest of the people that own the NBA. Now, I'm really happy for Seattle. Like they deserve a team because their team was stolen and taken to Oklahoma City.
But they won't be the Supersonics, right? Because the Supersonics are technically the Thunder?
No, as I understand it, again, disengaged. As I understand it, they retain the Supersonics.
Okay.
But I don't know who owns the records, right? It's a really interesting question. Like if you... they will be the Supersonics, but if you look in basketball, who's your all-time leading assist guy? Is it Gary Payton? Or is it... I don't know who gets the history. It's a good... and I should know, I just don't. Buy or sell, you are going to watch Invincible, the superhero dark Stephen King level cartoon.
That's a strong sell.
Sell.
Strong sell.
Okay, I'm disappointed for that.
We are I think we have 1 episode left in season 1 of The Pit.
Oh, I'm behind. Phenomenal. I'm 2 behind.
Just phenomenal.
It's the best show on TV. So I have my rankings and I'm adjusting them. It's the best show on television.
So good.
It is remarkable. I gotta go back and finish Daredevil. There's all these billboards in LA for Daredevil season 2, and it's back. I'm like, I haven't finished the first one, which was a return last year.
I got a beef to pick with you.
Okay.
This is probably this is probably close to 2 years ago now. Okay. When you bullied me into watching the Penguin.
Yeah, I did bully you into that.
What happened to that?
I didn't finish that.
Is it ever coming back? Is it done?
No, he's going to be a part of the DCU universe. He's going to be in the next Batman film, I think.
But I feel like there hasn't been a new episode of the Penguin in over a year.
It's a one-off, right?
So that's just it? The story's over?
So he killed. All right. Spoilers coming. Spoilers. Penguin. Spoilers. So he kills his brothers. Brother.
Yeah.
Plural.
Brothers. Yeah. That was a thing. That happened.
Why does he kill him?
Wanted his mom's attention.
And she never knows.
She knows she didn't want to rat him out to the cops. She put the pieces together. She knew.
How did he do it?
They were playing in a sewer, and he flooded it, and he trapped them in there
on purpose.
Yes, he knew. He absolutely knew it was a plan. He absolutely knew what he was doing.
I can't watch that. And they weren't. I can't remember, but they weren't like. Not that it's okay, but they weren't bad brothers. They weren't like bullying him or anything.
No,
just normal brothers.
No. Average, normal, everyday brothers.
He's a straight sociopath.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm assuming that sets up some bad outcome for his protege who's in the show.
Yeah.
Because he'll sacrifice anybody.
Yes. No emotional attachment to anybody other than his mother.
I just can't. I don't want to watch that. That sounds terrible.
But I feel like there hasn't been a new episode in forever.
You can be our Penguin correspondent.
Well, I mean, I got booted off of being I went from hockey correspondent to hockey guy.
Yeah. I didn't do that. Somebody else called you out in the mailbag show.
Yeah.
Pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
I'm going to have an episode where Henry has like 10 tracks. I'm going to play all of them. We're going to vote on it. Maybe the next mailbag.
Okay.
See you later, Tommy.
Later, Bill.